Hi, y'all. Gabi here from Create Your Future. I am a master NLP practitioner, an EFT coach, a mindset shifting coach, and a law of assumption coach here at Create Your Future. And thank you so much as you join me every week while we dive deep into the law of assumption to figure out how to make it work for you. Today, I am answering a subscriber's question. I know that this question is one that a lot of you have because many clients come to me with this question in session. And so I really wanted to take this opportunity to not only address our subscriber, but address all of you who have asked yourself this question, who have wondered this question, who maybe even struggled with this particular question. So let's go ahead and dive deep into it. The subscriber wrote in and said, sometimes I affirm to myself that I am grateful for something happening as if it has already happened. Is that a mistake? Okay. Should I reframe that so I'm grateful for it happening now as if it's happening right now in front of me in the present moment? So before I dive into the answer for this, I am just going to address how other clients have come to me with very similar questions. You're basically all asking the same thing. When you ask for, should I be affirming in this way? Should I be framing my intentions with past tense, with present tense, with future tense? Should I be visualizing a year from now? Should I be visualizing tomorrow? Should I be visualizing the return, the reunion, if you're looking for an SP, versus should I be visualizing when we've already been together for a while? Okay, the answer to this question is you are in control of your manifestation process. You are in control of your thoughts. So if thinking about something and being grateful for it right now and telling yourself you have it now rings true for you, then do that. If being grateful for something as if it's about to happen is telling you it's true, then do that. If being grateful for something as if it's already happened is telling you that it's true, then do that. We each have our own set of different belief systems that we have created for ourselves, whether that be from how we were raised, to what type of culture and environment we grew up in, to even what we accept to be true and real now. And so this is really a question that you have to ask yourself. If you have pushback from your little voice in your head saying that's not true, then chances are framing it in the way that you are framing it now is something that will need to tweak. Let me give you an example. If you are manifesting, I'll use an example for myself. So if I am manifesting a new car and I am telling myself, gosh, I am so happy that I have a new car now. I love that I drive my new car. I love the way that my new car smells because everybody loves that new car smell. I love the way that my hands feel on the steering wheel. And my little voice in my head is telling me, you don't have a new car. That's not true. You don't have a new car. Why are you saying that? That's not true. Then what I am doing is I am then combating myself, and it's more work mentally in that sense. Now, hear me out, okay? I am not saying don't have a mental diet. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is the way that I prefer to manifest is more easily and effortless, more natural. So if I am telling myself an intention or an affirmation and the little voice in my head is pushing back, then what I do, me personally, what I do is I try to find a way to tell myself about the experience I'm having with my new manifestation, with my new desire, so that my little voice in my head doesn't push back. And the reason why I do that is because we manifest what we accept and believe to be real and true for ourselves, not what we want. So once you start accepting this is possible, I now have this. Once you start telling yourself, yes, this is true. I would definitely be experiencing this. This is definitely what it would be like because I have it. Once you start telling yourself that, whether you're using a mental diet, whether you're visualizing, whether you're scripting, whatever technique you're doing, affirmations, intentions, etc., once you start believing that to be more real for yourself than the reality that you are seeing outside of you in the 3D, then that is what manifests. So it doesn't really matter if you're using past tense, future tense, current tense. What matters is what you make that mean. So if you're telling yourself, okay, if I affirm only in past tense, then that means I don't have what I want. Well, guess what? That's exactly what that means. So you're not going to manifest it because you're reminding yourself that you don't have what you want because you made a rule in your reality that if I manifest in past tense and I use past tense verbs, that means I don't have what I want. Okay? So if you tell yourself, it doesn't matter how I say it, doesn't matter how I say an affirmation, doesn't matter how I intend an affirmation. What matters is that as soon as I say it, it happens. It shows up in my reality. That's a rule. You just made a rule for your reality. So it's really about you and your own individual process. Now, I know for some of you, you're going to sit here and say, okay, Gabi, well, tell me exactly what to do in order to get what I want. So I'm going to tell you what to do. Choose the process that feels more real for you. So if telling yourself, I am so grateful because I have this now, feels more real for you, and you don't hear the little voice in your head telling you that's not real, that's not true, then do that. If telling yourself, I'm so grateful that this happened already, I'm so grateful that, a year ago I was in that situation, I'm not anymore. I remember when 5 years ago we were toxic and we were off and on, and now we're together and committed and healthy and loving, then tell yourself that. Really and truly determine for you what works by deciding, by decreeing, this is how I manifest. You don't need a coach to tell you how to manifest. You already do it naturally. You are doing it all the time, whether you're conscious of it or not. So, since you're doing it all the time, tell yourself, this is what works for me. Amanda has so many wonderful videos out here where she says all the time, I intend and it shows up. That's her rule. She's made that her rule. For me, my rule is I tell myself what I would be experiencing if I had it and it manifests. That's real for me. That's my truth. That is how I manifest. I know that's my rule. There are other coaches that say, if I affirm this robotically, then it manifests. That's their rule. You get to choose. It's your reality. You get to choose your rules. You get to decide how you manifest. So you just have to tell yourself, I'm so powerful. I manifest everything in my reality, whether I agree with it or don't, whether I like it or I don't, but I do it all. And because I do, this is my process moving forward. Every time I say banana, I'm going to manifest exactly what I want. Have fun with it, guys. Manifestation should be fun. You should be enjoying your process. You should really be having fun with it. You should be making yourself laugh. You should be surprised and delighted by the things that show up in your world because you have decided that they're showing up in your world. You are here to have fun. So have fun with it. Stop worrying so much about the semantics. Don't worry. Don't make a rule for yourself that it has to be this way or it won't show up. Don't do that. That's called conditioning your manifestation. Don't condition it. Just tell yourself, no matter what I do, I always do it right. I can't get it wrong. All right, that's all I have for you this week. And I intend that this had a ton of light bulbs for you. So go ahead and leave a light bulb in the comment below if you had your aha moment, and I will see you next week.